Have you seen the new shit you got in Rocket League?
No, not yet. It's about to pop up on my screen for the first time ever. Triplicate player banner. That looks up. And solar system player banner. Oh, and a triplicate player banner. That's good. Double triplicate.
Those are my new wheels. They're
I can't see it
pretty
yet.
neato.
All right. Yeah, they match. They match that car.
They do indeed. So, sip of water. I watched a video about wingsuit jumping. So guys that like jump off of cliffs and have those wingsuits. Oh, teammate is AFK. Score without him. Damn it. It's actually the most dangerous sport in the world.
Really?
Because those guys, they get up to like 100 some miles an hour.
Dang.
And they're flying. You have to see the video to like really get it, but they fly kind of really low to the ground sometimes, or like near rock structures. And they showed one where they're like the canyon formed like there was like this 10-meter gap in between these two walls, and they would practice like gliding through it. And so
Wow.
yeah, I think it was something like shit, I can't remember the numbers now, but should have brought this up back after I watched it instead of waiting this long. But it's a crazy number of people died. They'll just be doing their thing, and then they time it a little bit wrong and slam into a rock doing over 100 miles an hour, and it's just instant death. There's like this guy that they tie a balloon. They'll just have like a balloon floating above the ground on its string, so it's only like 2 or 3 feet above the ground, and he would come by and like cut the string because he's going so fast. He would like aim to, so it's like a margin of error of only a few feet between him and the ground, and he had done it like a bunch of times, and then they showed it on the thing. He's like, oh, I'll attempt one right now since you guys are doing a story on us. Dude fucking slammed into the ground with his his legs hit the ground. And shattered like almost every bone, and he had like stitch. Like he thought he was dead. He's like, I saw the ground coming, and I didn't think I was gonna die. Like I knew it. I was like, I knew I was a dead man. And like his legs were just an awful color. It's solid rock. And there's this one lady who's like, yeah, so I married this guy because we both loved to do wingsuit jumping together, and we really loved each other. And then there was this thing, like she was taking like a safe route. She would just kind of circle around this pillar, whereas he would always try to go in between the two structures, the little gap in between it. He's like, he did it every time, and he never had a problem. And then one day I hit the bottom, and I didn't know where he was, and just like couldn't find him. Yeah, and he slammed into the wall and died on like immediately on impact. I was like, Jesus, and she's like, and so of course I didn't give up wingsuit jumping. I kept doing it. Met another guy, and we're wingsuit jumping together, and it's like, don't you think something's might happen there? Don't you think you might be like need to learn the lesson?
Yeah. People
And,
like their thrills.
And man, it's some like absolutely spectacular views, and the the camera footage they get from their helmets is incredible and stuff. And it really feels like you're flying, kind of thing, because you've got control and you're going really fast. But there are certain jumps or like certain locations that are really because the thing is they want to be lower to the ground because you get a better sense of speed. The closer you are, it's more exciting and thrilling. But goddamn, is it worth it? I think the next guy she married also had an accident. I think he also died.
Oh my god.
I wish I had brought it up after I watched it because I'm starting to forget the details now. But I gotta find that again because I think the second guy died too.
Wingsuit shit. I've seen their footage and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
That looks like it's prone to death.
I'm sure there's like a safe way to do it, and it's just that these people are going for the more extreme one. And there's something like 20% of all people that jumped from this like one really dangerous spot have died or had an accident. It's like 20%? Are you fucking crazy?
Hey, can you imagine like any activity you do? They'd be like, yeah, there's going to be a 20% chance you'll die. I'd be like, nah.
NASA won't launch it unless it's like 98% chance. No problems. Can you imagine there's a 1 in 5 chance of your rocket exploding? They'd be like, are you out of your mind?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ah! He bumped me. We do a lot better. We do a lot better with our warm-up games than we used to. I feel like we've been winning those a lot more than in the past. Teammate was a really nice guy. Just a really super cool dude.
What a swell.
Or dudette.
We fought those guys a lot too. Coxus, the Rod, and AOS, and every single time we beat. Like, they're just not having a good time with us.
And then she goes, yeah, I know there's a chance that something could happen to me one day too. And we're like, that doesn't give you pause? Like, don't you think maybe you shouldn't do it? Or at least do it in a safer location or something? Like, don't go to all the dangerous places?
Like Snake Priest Man.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's like religiosity fucking with you.
But it's still like,
It's
still, I know one day
to a thrill, I guess.
Yeah, it's one day I'm gonna die, and you know what? I accept that. It's like, what? Yeah. There's other stuff you can do in your life.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of ways to have fun without risking your life, or at least not to that extent.
Oh, what a play!
That was a nice play.
That guy was like trying to like take you out, and I just ran and blew him up and didn't barely touch the ball.
I bumped the goalie right there. I passed it and bumped the goalie. Now, the worst thing that's gonna happen playing video games is that I'm gonna get like fat and like heart disease just from sitting down for so long.
Carpal tunnel or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, a fucked up middle finger. Alright, boy.
Is your finger all better now? Everything good with that?
Nope.
No?
It's a little better.
Well, improvement is good.
So. I'm using it right now to game, but if I'm done gaming, I'm gonna put it back in its sheath. So, it's like a like a Japanese seal, right? Or if I take it off, it's like piccolo armor in it. No. It unleashes hell. Oh god.
I was until I got home.
Oh god, I thought. But as soon as I take it off, you know, it unleashes power. And sometimes it makes me do crazy things, guys.
Fuck your father.
I love this song. Beep boop. Beep boop boop. Yeah. Fuck. Oh.
Xena, bring me food.
Oh. Although, you know, I guess if there was a random chance of me dying while playing video games, it would have to depend on how much that chance was. I'd have to consider it. If it was as dangerous as driving your car, because, like, everyone just accepts that. That shit's dangerous.
Yeah, I think the most dangerous thing that I do in my driving. Like,
Oh, the most dangerous thing
Same.
most people do.
yeah.
People don't realize how dangerous it is. But, you know, when it comes to driving a car, at least I feel like I've got agency over it.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm a good driver. I've literally never had an accident ever. I've never been even in a fender bender because I'm so careful. I'm super careful around other people. And I mean, obviously, unlucky shit can happen. You can be the best driver in the world and still get into an accident. But at least I can minimize risk. I know it. Oh shit. You could say the same thing about wingsuit. Like if you're a careful wingsuit jumper, I guess you're less likely to die.
But then you wouldn't be going on that super dangerous.
That thrill ride. That route.
Yeah, that route.
I'd be the I'd be the wingsuit jumper that's all concerned about safety. Like, come on, guys, that's too dangerous.
I would just
Let's
wear
go
a
on the
wingsuit.
less thrilling one.
Just wear a wingsuit and jump on a trampoline.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd actually enjoy that. Those like wind tunnel things, those like vertical wind tunnel.
Oh yeah, those.
I would do that.
I don't think I'd die from those though, unless like.
Probably wouldn't. I'm a bad enough dude that I'd get in one of those.
Very controlled and safe environment to simulate a dangerous one.
I may not drive a motorcycle, but I'll play one of those racing games at the arcade.
Yeah, yeah.
The shape of a
Yeah.
motorcycle.
I'll ride my bicycle.
Does it have any handlebars?
Yes.
I was considering what to say in that context. Or in that,
It's
whatever.
one of my favorite
I was trying
things
to make
do.
that reference.
Yeah. It's so fun to just set people up and see what kind of joke they're gonna give. I'm super good at setting people up for jokes, guys.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
Shit! The moment's passing.
Like how I set up my Gundam displays.
You got it. Good one. Oh, come on.
Oh. Boy, this guy's.
Oh, get blocked. Receive thy block.
Oh god.
That was a good kill from teammate. I haven't played the Jaeger in forever. Almost called it Jaggers. Holy shit, I've been playing too much.
Ball King. Oh boy. The
Balking
model
at
kit.
your awful play.
Oh no. The model kit I'm making is the Jaeger. The Liger Zero Jaeger.
Oh man, my card shop that we do the role playing every Sunday. It's a whole shelf of Gundam stuff. They've been adding it like every. I almost took a picture and sent it to you. There's just so much Gundam model kit stuff. It must be selling pretty well because they keep buying more.
Yeah, it's super popular now compared to like 4 years ago, 5 years.
I could see myself doing like one, just to try it. Oh, we gotta fight Nibbler now.
That's the thing is, yeah, as I built the one, I'm like, yeah, it's been a while. I liked this as a kid. I'll build one. When I built it, I was like, I love it.
Oh, that's getting all kissy in the Discord.
Yeah, my kitty hates it.
I thought you were saying I love this, like, and I started making out with my Gundam. I mean, I wouldn't put it past myself.
I don't trust him not to.
Just whenever I take off my middle finger restraint, man, I just...
Oh, you can't help it.
Things get crazy.
You're trying to do the Japanese seal as lore, aren't you? You're trying to make that happen.
It is lore.
But what about when you don't need it anymore?
It'll still exist. I'll just put a paper seal.
Oh, you saved me. Holy shit.
It better have like kanji written on it.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
What if there was a 0.5% chance that you would die every time you orgasmed? 0.5%. Would you take the risk?
It would be a bigger risk for women.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. I see where you're coming from.
Especially the women that I'm with, am I right? Yeah.
You know, I'd have to reduce my numbers, you know. At the very least, I'd have to take it down to like 6 or 7 times a day, just to be safe.
Yeah. Yeah, like reducing it from 12 would take a bit, but
Well, I wouldn't do a cold turkey, you know. I'd slowly
wean yourself off.
I'd
What is
wean
there?
myself off every night.
So like there's a magical energy that's like forcing forcing all humans all of a sudden like, oh, you'll now all of a sudden
Right.
have a chance of dying.
There's
This
a
isn't
chance.
Isn't like
They're saying there's a chance.
oh, I'm doing that too. Not like everyone's born with that.
It's not like everyone's born with that.
Yeah, it's not like it's been like that from the start, you know. Because if it was like that from the start, then people would be like, "Wow," but they wouldn't know. They wouldn't like the thrill of it as much. Be like, "Yeah, I'm not
Or
gonna
would
do
they
it."
like it even more?
Oh, maybe.
Or would it be like driving a car and they have just accepted it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Is there ways to prevent it? Like, can I wear a wingsuit or
hell no.
something?
I think it happens tomorrow. Just all of a sudden, it's sprung on you. You'd probably save it for like special occasions at the very least.
Yeah, that's true. Groundhog Day.
0.5. That doesn't seem like much, but
But 12 times a day, man.
yeah, it'll add up. Oh,
I'm
damn it. Bad game for Stun, bro.
When you said the wingsuit thing,
yeah.
I just imagined like the wingsuit, but there's like a flap like on those pajamas.
On the front. Or on the back, and I have to wear it backwards.
No!
Oh, it's not it. And I say my signature phrase, "This is gonna be awesome!"
That's your signature phrase?
Yeah, we said that in, like, a stream or two. Like, what if you said that right before sex?
Oh,
You're just like, a girl's like, yeah, do you want to have sex? And you're like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome!
That's what it's like when the characters of kid shows grow up.
Oh.
Yeah. They don't really grow up, but
Swiper, no swiping.
all right, do you know what this is? That's right. It's a penis.
He has to wait for you to answer. And then we'll respond regardless of whether you answered.
I ran out. I didn't hit ball. I ran out of boost.
Except Dora would say it in Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't know what penis is in Spanish.
feel
Pico
like I
de
used
Gallo.
but I dip chips in that.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Pretty kinky.
I get it every single day in my bowl in Qdoba.
Your Qdoba penis bowl.
Yeah. More penis, please.
I like how it's like you would translate it Pico de Gallo, it's just like of guy.
It's the Pico of the guy.
Yeah, peak of guy. Oh shit.
Got a bajillion shots on goal. We just had good defense. Actually, nope, I think it was.
God, how terrifying would it be if there was a 0.5% chance you would die every time you went to sleep?
Oh.
Like, stop taking naps? I'm like, alright, I have to get my sleep in now.
I mean, that raises your chance of dying if you don't sleep, too, because you
I'm just saying, like, you'd get your like 6 or 7 hours every night, and then that's it. Like, no, don't take any naps or anything. Don't fucking wake me up in the middle of the night. Like, oh my god. Because then it's either do I go back to sleep and risk it again, or do I just stay awake? I can't leave the match until it starts, unfortunately.
Oh. Every single time I go to sleep, I hope that I never wake up, because my dreams are so amazing.
You did a reverse there. This
I did
match
a
won't
reverse.
start, so I can't leave it.
Remember, leave the match, please. I can't
I'd
start a match if
love
you don't
to.
leave your match.
It's taking longer because you're not showing up.
I'm not there. Good thing I'm not going to do that streamer collab, and they're going to hear all this Pico de Gallo talk. I was telling my parents about that. I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this collab thing. My mom's like, or you could just not say bad stuff. I was like, no. I was like, even if I don't cuss, like, we still talk about controversial stuff.
You just hear your mom like, ugh. What if there was a 0.5% chance of you dying every time you died?
Oh, God. How would I live with myself, am I right?
So Pico de Gallo translates to beak of the rooster.
Peak of the-
Really?
Wow. That's kind of like the tip of the penis, isn't it?
Yeah. Although pico can also mean peak apparently, so yeah.
Oh, peak of the rooster.
Of the cock.
Peak of the
Oh
cat.
oh my God, we
Oh,
invented the
that's
language.
That's a Justin name for his Rocket League. Damn it. Not even here.
I assume cock. Would cock be banned? Like cock's just
Yeah, it's just
verb.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Shit verb.
gay is also. I mean, the F gay word is also. Just because it has other uses doesn't mean it's going to be allowed.
What about dick too, though? Like
Yeah. Dick really
dicks-
doesn't have any other uses.
Richard?
dick has a name.
Oh yeah.
There's that guy. The guy called a Rex Butts.
Hmm.
You imagine? I'm Rex Butts, and I'm here to not do those things.
There was a girl legitimately on the phone that I called one day. Got a newspaper order from her. Name was last name was Butts. I thought it potentially could have been a bad joke because it was already in the system because it was like her phone information or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So there was a potential that maybe somebody or someone was an asshole and changed it or something. And so I was like, yeah, can I verify your last name? Spell it? I was like, can you spell it for me?
She's like, I
And
do this every single time.
She's like, she's like,
That's when you knew it was it.
BUTTS.
As soon as she goes, you knew.
I was like, and I remained professional. I said, all right, thank you. Like,
that is just super unfortunate.
you want to tell them, boy, that's gotta suck, but they know.
Yeah, they don't need you to let them know. You just be like, my condolences.
My heart goes out to the family.
It's kind of crazy that our last 3 presidents have all had like interesting names. Like you got Bush, which is just that's super easy to turn into joke. You got
Yeah.
Barack Hussein Obama. Like
And just-
holy
just in-
shit.
And just in general, his name's Obama, which is like
Yeah.
a name I had never heard of until he was president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got like Osama bin Laden, and then like Obama. Just like it was too easy for the right wing nut jobs.
Yeah.
And then Hussein. Oh my god. And then now we got a guy's like trump card thing going on. It's just these names.
Oh, I really wanted to hit that harder.
That's what she said.
I'm like on my form. Okay.
Yep.
There was a girl who was like, I can't get my sound effects to work in my stream, and they're like, what's going on? And she's like, I'm on PS4, and I'm using your guys' chat bot that has these sounds. Why won't? Oh God, right into me. Why won't these sounds work? And well, the sound thing, like when you stream from a PS4, because it's built into PS4.
Mm-hmm. It's got a fucking share button right on the controller.
Yeah, so you can stream directly, but chatbot plays sounds through the computer that you're streaming from, right? So whatever, but you can't install a chatbot on the PS4. So she was like playing sounds on whatever computer she had sitting around, but they couldn't. Obviously, they weren't going to her PS4. So they're like, "Yeah, you can't do that." She's like, "Well, what's the point of this bot then?" It's like, well, what? Come on. For people who isn't doing it like the simplest way, you know, like people that have a little bit more of an advanced setup than you. Sorry. You have more customization options on a PC.
Computadora.
A game is fun. I need to add that. I have to find the sound. There's one I want to add, but it really, like, it's too long. And really, it's not even, like, that great.
The grid.
There's one, the one of Reggie Fils-Aimé that had the funny joke. It's like, when a girl comes over and you're watching Netflix and she starts taking her clothes off. And it's Reggie Fils-Aimé saying, "That's it. That's all the time I have. I gotta get back home and play Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS." Fucking Reggie. Reggie's the best. I took a bad circle there. Oh!
Ah, that was a good effort from teammate. Thought you were going.
Right, fuck that guy.
Was it good for you?
R/suddenly gay.
Wasn't good for him. Landed into a wall.
Well, that's just rude.
He said he wanted it rough.
Yeah, some people are into that.
Not that rough. Oh fuck, my input! Ow, my finger! It's not pain from my finger, that's me pain from not doing it right. Mental pain. Yeah, human. Oh, you fuck.
Yeah, you had him. You'd gotten that. No! My dignity! Oh, it's all over the floor.
Have a right to it?
I hope you're back here. Help me.
Nope. Not anymore.
What the shit? That's so cool. That's that solar flare one.
That was cool. I'm watching the replay just to... Oh, that's cool. Damn it.
Yeah, that guy was just begging to get fucked in the ass. R/suddenly gay.
Oh, it was so fast. Could have almost redirected it.
Ah, it's a me. It's a me.
Oh no!
Wow, that really hurts. That was so close. I don't know what your teammate is. That did not help.
Oh, I hit it faster than the guy was expecting. Oh, it was dangerous, but oh, oh, oh.
That movie about Neil Armstrong. Elijah really wants to see it. Probably gonna go see that with him. Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I think I saw it.
It's called The First Man, and everyone got
Oh,
everyone got bitchy because apparently it doesn't have the part where they put the American flag down. Which
who cares?
they were saying like that's because this is more about like Neil Armstrong's story specifically, and seeing it more as a human achievement instead of an American achievement.
Yeah,
But people get real bitchy and salty about patriotism.
I mean, in a lot of more quote unquote progressive places, patriotism is being looked down upon. So that might be partly why they're
Right. And I do think there's something to be said for the people that are overly patriotic in
yeah, no, for sure.
in a like America can do no wrong. There's a balance between America is American exceptionalism, like we're the greatest thing on God's green earth, and like Jesus was American. There's a difference between that and America has done nothing but horrible things, and that, every country has like bad shit in their past. Ours is slavery. Germany's is the Holocaust. Everyone's got bad shit that they've done. It doesn't mean you shouldn't like be proud of your country, but
Yeah, I think pride in your country should be like, are you proud of it right now? Or like how it's grown or something,
Yeah.
if you're, I guess it kind of also depends on like how you view your pride in your country. If you think like I love it exactly the way it is now, and those fucking immigrants coming in and diluting my country, you're taking it in a weird place. You're taking your patriotism to a terrible place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big fan. They speak English here.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech is taken very seriously. I'm a big fan of that. I love the fact that even though I disagree with the right on a lot of things, we can both get behind that one. That one's a good one. And just there's a whole bunch of shit that I'm happy with America, but I'm also not getting the flag tattooed on my arm either.
Yeah.
Or waving one around.
And I can appreciate objectively things that we've done that were horrible in the past without letting my bias get it all tainted.
I think, like,
I'm not going to throw a fit just because football players don't stand for the national anthem.
or anybody for that matter. Like,
yeah.
do their own fucking thing.
I'm not going to force patriotism onto other Americans.
Yeah, and you're not going to invent ways of saying that this is respectful towards it. Be like, yep, this I deem this as disrespectful because it doesn't make me feel.
Yeah. Like, I could totally agree with singing the national anthem and stuff, but the second you tell me I have to do it, otherwise I'm unpatriotic, then I don't want to do it now. That fires up like the rebel in me to be like, fuck you, you can't tell me I have to do something.
Yeah.
I'm American.
Yeah, exactly. Most American thing there is. Like, I have the right to feel how I want to feel about shit. That's the most ridiculous thing, is people getting bitchy about them protesting in a non-violent way.
Yeah.
I think this is where I agree with them, is like he's protesting like on company time, basically. Like, you know, he's like, yeah, it's not disrupting anything. He's not like stopping playing just to do it, but I don't know. It's like he's bit like basically what people say is he's there to do a job. He's like using that as like spreading his own politics.
I mean, he would also, he also wouldn't, like, he has fame because of that job, so if he just went onto Twitter and did this exact thing, like, did some sort of protest message, then it would have big spread as well. Not as big, right, but still have it.
Well, that's different, though, because he's not, like,
Not
as
on
I said, he's
company
not
time
on
if you're posting
time,
on
yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, if it was against the company rules, then I wouldn't give a shit. Or
That's
if
the
it
thing,
was
is
against,
some owners
I
are
would
telling
give a
their
shit.
players not to do it, and I think, you know, they're allowed to. The owners are allowed to say, we don't want you to, or we're going to fine you if you do it, because again, it's a company, it's a business. But I also think that is shitty. It's more about, like, you know, should rather than can kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm very on the fence with this issue, just because, you know, I
You
see
hate
both.
America.
I see both sides.
Fucking sound like a goddamn communist.
Don't make me vomit.
Oh.
Sorry, Tina.
Oh, get in there!
Oh, I love how much Sean hates hockey.
Yeah.
Oh man.
A bit funky. Oh, what the fuck was that?
God, we've been doing so well this whole time. Teammate with his 300 ping.
I only have 10 points, I guess. I've hit puck plenty of times. I'm in midfield play, though.
So would you extrapolate that out to, like, should people not be allowed to protest if they're at their office job? I guess I can see an argument for that, being like, don't fucking bring your politics and your protesting out
To
on
the
office
workplace.
time. Yeah, do it on your own time.
Yeah.
Because there's an argument to be made that, like, they're not actually doing anything during the anthem. Like, the other guys are just standing there. It's not like their job description is to sing the national anthem. Job description is to play football, but still, they're in their football pads. They're on the football field. They're doing football stuff.
They're
when
doing
they're there.
football.
Yeah, they are currently participating in the football right before.
Yeah.
Doing sports.
That's a much better argument than just being like, it's un-American and disrespectful to the troops.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said before that he was told by, like, an ex-army guy.
Yeah.
I actually heard that that's not true.
Wow, you calling me a liar?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
You know, obviously, you know, it's kind of a he said, she said thing.
I've read that same thing in 3 different places on Reddit, so I don't even want to hear it. That is the hard gospel truth right there.
I don't think it really matters if he was
I do
told
know
by it.
he it first started. He would just, like, sit on, like, the bench, and then he changed to taking a knee. And yeah, it honestly doesn't matter if it's an army guy that told him or not. There's gonna be army dudes that approve of it. There's gonna be army dudes that don't approve of it. It's not like we're gonna take a consensus for everyone who's ever been in the army whether he's allowed to protest that way.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not the authority figures of how to protest. Like,
They're not even the authority figures on how to be patriotic.
yeah.
And, you know, even if they didn't like it, so fucking what? Like, protest is to, like, cause controversy and get people talking about it. And it became a patriotism thing, but he wanted people to be talking about, you know, violence to The blacks. The blacks peoples.
When am I doing a lobster reveal? The goat Tyler. I don't know what that means there, the goat Tyler, but hello, welcome.
Welcome to the community.
There was a lobster in the Monster Hunter stream. A lobster tail.
You're gonna have to tell us what the lobster reveal is so we can do it.
Lobster's quite expensive too.
A lobster reveal, so just like a generic one. You know how people
Just
do.
any old lobster reveal.
Can I?
Oh shit!
Is that a lobster?
The lobster's
I don't think.
revealed.
I think the definition of lobster is
how
crab
revealing.
with tail. So I don't think that don't have tail.
Wow, did you hear that from an army guy?
Yeah. But how are you doing, Tiger? I asked that. Things are well.
Nobody
is
actually
this-
cares when they say how you doing.
Oh wow. just bring it down. Bring it down to the.
You know what I always
We're all
hated
gonna
when
die someday.
when I worked at Walmart, people would say like, "How's it going? How you doing?" etc. just as a greeting. And I
Yep.
fucking hate that. Like, don't ask me a question if you don't want an answer.
Well, that's the thing is like so many times at a place I'd be like, "Yeah, how are you doing?" And they would say this to me, and I'd be like, "I'm good. How are you?" They'd be like,
And
"How
then
can I
that's
help
it.
you?"
Yeah, and that's
And
it.
I'm like,
I'm good. How are you?
Please.
And then they move on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't like that either. Even if you just give them a short one-word answer.
"Yeah, they like good.
Yeah.
Hey, shit.
I'm good. How can I help you?
I don't. You're doing shit. I don't care. But
Yeah.
just say something. Answer the question."
And they say, "Enjoy your meal," and you say, "Yeah, you too."
Yeah, yeah.
You too.
I like pointing that out though when that happens.
Or do you say, "Hey, how are you?" And they say, "Good. How are you?" And you say, "I'm good. How are you?" Shit. Ah.
God, we're so good at Snow Day.
You've already matched your point total from the last game.
Yeah, I have. 10 points. I think I had like 40 at the end.
Alright.
I think.
That doesn't make the joke funnier, so.
Well, I was still shit. Oh, Twitch is not having a good time. There's currently nobody hosting. Oh, I had 5 a minute ago.
Oh dang.
5 people hosting you?
Yeah, that's thing now.
Wow.
No, there's people hosting me. It's just Twitch isn't reporting it correctly. Now, okay, it's back to 5 again.
Brad.
Yeah. Yeah, my name's Brad now.
God, sometimes I wonder, is my dick too big?
Do you wonder that sometimes?
Sometimes I do, yeah.
There is such a thing as too big. Not for all girls, but
Oh, trust me, I know. I've heard other people that have that problem.
And they absolutely hate my penis. They just, oh.
They're really jealous of how small mine is.
I wish I didn't have that burden. Big as a leg. I just can't, I'd have to buy specialized pants. They cost a lot.
I stole it.
God damn it.
And Death Wish just murdered all those guys. I'm dying to find out this lobster reveal. I would love to have more information.
I don't know if they're here anymore.
That is,
just come in, ask a
it's one of the
weird
dirtiest troll
question.
jobs I've ever seen. Just pique my interest and then leave me wanting more. I'm in a constant state of peak now. Peaked.
Pico.
Your Pico,
Pico de Gallo.
Peak if you're picking.
Oh, we are not winning. We gotta be careful here.
Yeah, we're not losing either, so that's...
Yeah, you guys are just up.
Haven't even begun to peak. I love reading Sherlock Holmes, and they always, you know, it's like written in the 1800s, so there's always like, my goodness, Holmes ejaculated.
Yeah. Yep, I remember that one. There was a thing in Octopath that I just lost it because there's a guy named Werner.
I stole that one too.
I don't know how you did it. There's a guy named Werner, Werner. So of course I'm calling him Wiener. And at one point he says something about some plan being flaccid. And as I'm reading it off, right as I reach flaccid, I just start cracking up. I just like...
It's never not gonna be funny.
Yeah.
You're never gonna outgrow that. Because it's flaccid. Never gonna outgrow it.
Oh,
Oh man.
Oh.
How many viewers do we have now?
Less.
Yeah, one more for Sunbro.
That's alright. Take all the goals.
I am. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, I have 5 people. I have Mafias hosting me. I got BP, I got DB, I got Captain K. Close bad. I have somebody else in there, let's see. K Fox. I'm on their auto host list, so it's possible that they will host me. Sometimes Aaron Gorn's in there. Did I add Khalees to my auto host?
Oh, I almost pushed him into that. There you go, Ashton. All for you.
Oh, I barely made it.
Dang, that was pretty good.
You kind of rocked their world.
Hockey's probably the easiest Rocket League.
Justin hates it too.
I think they hate it because it's just a little bit more chaotic, right? There's some
There's
unreliable
not a lot of
nature.
aerial shit going on. Aerials are pretty rare. And we're better at the ground game, anyways. The old ground and pound. Just how many innuendos can we fit in there?
Stuff them in.
Stuff those innuendos right in there.
In your window.
In your
I'd like to play something that isn't hockey, but... What was that? Oh, that was Rumble, too! Ah, it was about to give us Rumble!
So, Elijah came home with an assignment one time, this project, and it was really stupid, like the way they wanted him to do it. Like it was like a post, like this thing on a discussion forum, and then other people had to post on his post that he could respond to them. And it was real stupid and dumb and shitty, and trying to be all like, oh, social media, let's collaborate with schoolwork. So I was like, man, this is so dumb. As I was reading, I was like, God, is your teacher some kind of idiot or something? And so we were working on it, and then we had a problem that I couldn't figure out how the teacher wanted it done, so I told him to ask his teacher for clarification. So I came home the next day, and he goes, yeah, my teacher said I was supposed to do it like this, and you know, I told her how you said it was stupid and that she's an idiot. I was like,
Oh no!
what? What?
Why?
Why would you say that? And this is when he was younger, so it's just like you just like can't even understand. It's not like computing like why that's a bad thing. He's like, well, that's what you said. I was like, not. I didn't want her to hear that. God damn it. So I sat there for like 30 minutes crafting this like apology letter, and I was it's like I didn't mean that you were stupid. I thought the assignment was kind of dumb, and I was just having a bad day, and it was an outburst. I didn't mean it because this was also it was like a new teacher I've just gotten, and it was like this is off to a great start, and I was like, please don't think any less of him because I was having a bad day, and I promise I'll keep my emotions under control and everything. And I didn't hear back from her for a really long time. I was like, God, she hates me. I just like really hoping that she doesn't treat him like shit now because of me. And anyways, we got the assignment turned in and everything, and we got a good grade on it. I say we because I did most of the work. So I did finally get an email back, like I think it was like about 2 weeks later, and she goes, yeah, so I don't know what you're talking about. Elijah didn't say that. But I appreciate you apologizing.
That's great.
I was so mad at him. I was like, why did you tell me that you said that? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no!
I'm like furious at him, but I can't like even make him understand why I'm mad. Like, but you said, you said that you told her, and he's like, I did tell her. Like, why did you say that? I said she's an idiot. He's like, I didn't say that. God damn it. Oh. He did the same thing to my dad one time. They were we were taking him to like a new dentist because he needs braces, and there's like a brochure with the dentist's face on it, and my dad makes silly stupid jokes all the time, just like me. He's very sarcastic, and just said something to the effect of like Mom was like, I really like this new dentist. He's got all he's our insurance plan and shit like that, and he's like real close by. My dad looks at the brochure for just a second and he's just like, I don't like him. And it was just a joke, like he hadn't even considered it yet and was already just like, nah, I don't like it. And then he was like, nah, he was just kind of, he laughed it off, and we did end up going to that dentist because there was, obviously Dad didn't have any problem with him, and everything worked out great. First thing Elijah says is, my dad says he doesn't like you. Right up to, it was the first thing he said to the dentist. The dentist, without skipping a beat, I swear to God, without missing a beat, he goes, I'll tell you, Dad, I don't like him either. It's like that's just a thing he hears all the time. Oh, man, I tell you, kids, they will conspire to get you into trouble.
There was this is mildly on the same subject, but in 6th grade, our teacher, we had an awesome 6th grade teacher who let us like sit on those like workout balls to help posture and all that, but it was just cooler in general than
it's just different than what you're used to.
He felt like the special class.
Yeah.
But she was Prager's, and so she had to go on maternity leave partway through the school year. They brought in, the substitute that was there for pretty much the rest of the school year, and he had this system where if you did something wrong or whatever, your punishment was a tally. Every tally that you got for the day, you had to write the numbers 1 through 100.
That's a stupid ass punishment.
Yeah.
All it teaches is that it just like hurts their hand. Like, you, at the very least, make them like write a report on something so they get some education out of it as well. Like, you're gonna make them do rote exercise. I can't stand that shit. I've tried to do the same thing whenever I enact punishment. Go ahead. My bad.
But it's not just like 1 through 100. It's like if you got 4 tallies, you have to write 1 through 400.
Oh, Jesus
right?
Christ.
So you got the triple digits.
That's great.
Also, team has 0 points.
I have 600. You
And
have
that's-
200.
And that's with like new points too.
Yeah, you have
Nowadays.
200. The other team has 80 for their highest.
So 4
But,
tallies, you had to write 4. The numbers
but-
or like yeah, obviously the numbers.
The numbers. Yeah,
That
you
would
wouldn't
be
have to spell
ridiculous.
them out.
Holy shit.
But I was like, this is like a really dumb punishment. And so I was like, man, I don't want to do this. This is really stupid. And when I was a kid, I knew kind of like what the point of punishments were. And so like when I thought a punishment was just absolutely ridiculous for like a thing that you did, I'd be like, no, this is dumb. So I talked to my parents about it. And they were like, yeah, no, that is really stupid. And they agreed. Oh, look, they're leaving. They agreed. And so they wrote him a letter that basically said that my son's not going to participate in your really stupid, punishments that you give them. And he reads the letter. He's like, is this a message from your parents or really from you? And I was like, both. And he's just like, oh.
Blown the fucking out.
So it was, God, fuck that guy. I don't even remember his name, but fuck that guy.
I hope he learned a lesson because that's so stupid, and I really hate the idea that he's doing that to other kids as well.
Yeah.
I remember I had that one time in a detention thing, and our teacher had us look up at the clock, figure out what time it was, and write down the time is currently 11:05 and 17 seconds. And then when you were done, you would look up at the clock and check the time again and write that down. It was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
That's stupid. There was a time where my parents gave me a punishment. It was like I made a mistake, but it wasn't because I was being like reckless or anything. It was literally just like I was doing something that was kind of standard procedure or whatever, and I just kind of fucked up, and something bad happened. I don't exactly remember what it was. And then my parents, they were gonna ground me for it. I'm like, this isn't gonna teach me anything because like it just made a mistake, and I was like just trying to do what I was supposed to do.
At some point, there's a difference between like I'm making a mistake because you don't know any better, and it's just like an actual mistake. Like you have to convince your kids what the right thing is, but then it's a difference between like I didn't want to do the right thing versus I wanted to do the right thing and just something happened and like other circumstances got in the way. And you really have to judge the difference between those things because it's so frustrating as a kid when you're like, I wasn't trying to be bad, I was trying to do the right thing and shit got fucked up.
When I told my parents that though, I was like, I don't think you can ground me for this, and they were like, you know what, you're right. And so I was like, sweet, done.
Lawyer your way out of it.
There's another one of my teachers where I was gonna get a detention, just because he was annoyed with.
Oh no!
I was doing the beginning to, or the famous riff from '96, "Quite Bitter Beings." You know that song? By Alien Ant Farm. Well,
Maybe?
it was a kind of a famous riff, and I kept doing that in class. Like me and a buddy were like joking around with it, and we would do it a lot. He was just getting annoyed, and so he's just like, if you do that one more time, I'm gonna get you guys in trouble. I'm gonna send you guys like detention or whatever. And so he, as the class ended, we walked out of the room, and he's just, and then when we walked out of the room, me and my buddy started doing it again, and he's like, "No, you guys get detention now. Go to the office, go to the principal's office or whatever the fuck." And so we're like, "Oh, okay." We didn't. So we never got in trouble. Like. He didn't even like check in or anything, and then that year I was that guy's favorite student of the year or whatever.
Nice.
That teacher loved me. Mr. Pole, that was great.
Oh, Mr. Pole.
From Wellington.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great. His famous phrase, "You're nuttier than a squirrel turd."
Jesus.
Yeah. The guy was great. He was a part of the like shop classes, right? So those were my favorite classes. Oh, damn it! I was trying to pinch.
Back to the stupid punishments thing. My parents used to, like, whenever I got in trouble, they used to make me do push-ups.
Push-ups. Holy
And
shit.
and I don't know what I did this time, but you know, yeah, you know, to initiate it, they would just say drop.
Oh my God, just fucking military.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. And but
Semper Fi,
yeah,
soldier.
yeah, I was at the point where like we had already said, like it's a stupid punishment. It's not teaching me anything. It's just pissing me off, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what I told them. I just no.
Were they responsive to that?
They were taken aback for sure.
The worst thing is when you take a stand for what you know is right as a kid, and your parents just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they didn't know how to react to that, so they just sent me to my room.
Did you have to do more push-ups after that?
No.
Ah, so
That was
you,
the-
you
that was the
did
end
it.
of the
You got
push-ups.
it. Nice. God, shit. Man, I tell you, your blood runs cold when you start to think like, oh shit, have I been an asshole? I've been in that situation where like giving punishments before, or like I would, you know, for like minor infractions, I'm like, you're grounded. How long? Until I say so. And then I forget about it. And I come in and they're just like sitting there, kind of like still reading from a book. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to ground you for that long. And then it's like, hey buddy, how's it going? Did we learn our lesson? feel like such a dick.
Oh damn. No!
Aww.
Dunked my dunk. Oh no! I've been missing those so much, and then he hits that one. Happening.
Whoo.
Man, you
I don't
guys
know.
had a huge section open too.
We've been lucky / good. And 13 seconds up to.
That's practically impossible. We'd have to like try to help them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit of help.
Oh, he likes the snake skin? Disgusting. Elevation crate. Ooh, I gotta open that. I hope I get a really good, valuable thing again. That I can't trade in. I haven't got very many of these. Love these decryptors though, son, bro. They're so good.
I've been wanting this for a long time. Let me earn decryptors by playing. It's finally here.
It's a shitty. I got sticker bomb. Did you get that one? The octane.
I don't think so.
Got a whole bunch of shit. Too bad I don't play that loser car.
It's really funny growing up, and there's things that you think you understand or that like you're getting away with, and you get older and you watch other kids do that shit and you're like, wow, I thought I was so smart when I did that. Like you know, I walk in and it's like you in here watching TV? No, I wasn't. Oh, you were just sitting in the middle of the floor looking at a TV that's turned off, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was telling my couple times I broke windows when I was a kid.
Oh.
There was once where I threw a tiny little frisbee. I was just playing with it in the yard like I normally do. And it kind of glides towards the garage, and the back door of the garage. There was a back door of the garage that led to the backyard, right? And it had a bunch of these triangle windows. The triangle windows were kind of small. I don't know, probably like 5 inches tall. And a whole bunch of them, right? It had a pattern of like triangles or diamonds or whatever the fuck. And it hit one of those tiny windows, not very fast, and cracked it.
Dang.
And I was just like, I was just playing like I normally do, throwing a frisbee around, and that wasn't even, it was gliding. It like did a curve glide and ran into it. And I was like, oh God. And so I just didn't want to tell my parents. They're like, what happened to this window? And I was like, I don't know, nothing. And so then they just knew. They were just like, later, they're like, you're the only one back there. What happened? So I tell them, like a day later, I tell them. I was real scared, and they were like, no, like, just tell us, right? Like,
oh my God, I'm trying to get that lesson through their head right now. They're like, please don't lie to me. It's so much better if you just tell me the truth.
Yeah.
like you're just so afraid of getting in trouble, right? That, like,
Yeah. I'm really trying to be careful not to react like an asshole when they tell me that they do things wrong. Like when they, oh, I got him.
got him.
Whenever I find out that they did something wrong, I'm trying real careful to be civil and not just like react and get angry, because yeah, they've lied to me so many goddamn times, because it's so easy to catch them. Kids are terrible liars.
Yeah.
And
They haven't learned the techniques yet.
Yeah.
I told Olivia, I was like, just look, I'll give you a guarantee. Like, just tell me, like, I'm gonna tell you the truth because you want the truth, but you promised that I wouldn't get in trouble if I told the truth. And I was like, just remind me of that, and then that'll be like our little deal. You promise to tell the truth, I'll promise not to get mad. And that seems to be working pretty well. Because again, just I'd rather know, even on like the little shit, so that like she trusts me with the bigger shit when it's actually important.
Yeah.
There was a time where I broke somebody's front window.
God damn, dude, you're a menace.
I think I don't quite remember. I think I was hitting a tennis ball with a racket. I was hanging out with my friend, and we're fucking around with like tennis rackets. And
Thank
tennis
God
balls,
you're into
I
video
think.
games now. You'd have destroyed
Yeah.
so much property.
That was before my middle finger was bound.
Oh wow. When you were sealed, the
Yeah,
power
it
was
was
sealed
sealed.
away.
Yeah. That demon's not out.
No!
Oh. God, that has to be lore now.
It's lore now, yeah. Now
I know. I'm actually trying to figure out how to.
you've triggered the lore status at this point.
Maybe something like without Ashton's middle finger sealed away.
All
Something about
be shattered.
something. I was gonna say the demons would get out. It's not sealed away. Demons get out and
I'd still
over
be
his
playing
personality or
tennis and
something.
frisbee today.
yeah.
They hadn't sealed my powers.
The thing though with that guy's front window is we just kind of ran away, and he didn't tell his parents, and no one told. So I got away with breaking his front window. Like we just, they were like, what the heck happened? And he's like, I don't know. We've been out
finally
all day
got him.
biking.
He admitted to it. His whole Twitch
Yeah.
has just been a sting operation. We
We're
got him,
watching
boys.
right now.
Any other crimes you want to admit to?
Yeah. Angel, wordsmith it. Sealing the demons with my middle finger.
I'm working on.
You also
I
stole my heart, you thief.
Want it back?
Our slices.
Angel, I just like your outburst laughs.
That's pretty much whether I know I've said something successful.
When
Now
Angel
we've given too much pressure though. Now she's gonna be like, ah shit.
No, like I
didn't
can't laugh
Now
now.
they feel bad.
She's gonna be self-conscious about her laugh. Oh god, they said they liked it. Oh.
Got him.
Your middle finer.
Yeah, my middle finer.
For reals though, you have injected a lot of a new life into our Discord.
Yeah.
It's really cool that you're showing up.
Yeah. When you're not there, it's like it's empty.
God, I'm like, God, I have to listen to this asshole for 2 hours.
Yeah, and me too.
And you and your asshole.
Yeah. I'm a gassy dude.
That's true.
Yes, Angel knows. She lived with me.
That's not
She
lore.
knows-
That's real.
That's real. He knows how much I fart. It's a lot.
IRL is in real lore.
I tell Martin at work that I fart all the goddamn time too, and he doesn't believe me. Like and he hates it because I have that fan pointing towards his desk, and it's pointed at my like butt/crotch area. That's because I'm sitting in a chair, and that's the spot that gets the hottest, right, and the warmest. So I'm just cooling down that section of my body, and it tends to like cool down my core. You know what I mean? So that I'm a lot better. It's not for fart fan blowing, but it it works as a.
I still remember early on in Game Grumps when Aaron ripped a huge fart, and Danny's like, "Oh God, what the shit, man?" He's like, "Oh, but if I don't release it, my tummy will hurt."
Yeah.
All right, I guess. Now I'm the asshole for complaining about your farts.
My
That
roommates.
sounds exactly like what it would be like to be with Ashton. Just, oh, you're not gonna let me do my farts?
Yeah.
Fine.
You can feel it go back inside of you, and you're just like, oh god, where's it going? Is it gonna damage me? Is it going to, like, make my blood bubbly and, like a soft drink?
You just got fizzy blood.
Yeah. I poke my veins to take blood, and it's gonna make a fart noise.
They're gonna, when I die, they're gonna autopsy me. Like, as soon as they cut me open, just all of the unclaimed farts. All at once. Like, God, this guy's been holding it in for 40 years.
Have you seen that whale that, like,
Yes.
the beached whales that, like, explode?
Yeah. He's like trying to cut it open from a distance.
And then it just
Burst.
burst.
It's gonna be-
There's that one that they blew up with dynamite.
Mm.
Like, apparently it
It's
was
a serious
raining,
problem because it'll burst on its own if they don't do something. So it's better to do it when, like, in a controlled way.
yeah.
I've listened to a really cool podcast about what happens after whales die. And it, like, establishes this whole entire ecosystem at the bottom of the ocean, and like there's like particular like bacteria and like microbial life that only exist on like whale corpses. Like they go through an entire birth and death cycle while the
I feel like I've heard of that before.
while the whale is decomposing down there. Just like this whole thing when a whale dies. It's really cool. Whales are
Okay.
awesome.
Okay. How's that, you guys?
I can't see that, but
Yeah, I know.
If I had to be a creature, I'd probably be a whale. A big old sperm whale. You can hold their breath for like 90 minutes.
If I was a creature, I'd be some kind of
Bird is a good
frog,
choice.
probably.
Bird is a very good choice. Bird. But I'd want to be like at the top of the bird food chain. Not like a songbird that's gonna get fucked up.
Red-tailed hawks are weird.
I like cat.
Cat's not bad. That is not a bad choice either. Like a house cat,
Yeah.
so that you get to just fucking chill and everyone will feed you and love you and pet you. But you get to be a dick
That's-
and keep you around.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about the dogs, though. It's like,
That's good, Angel. That's good.
is it good? Good. Yeah, like if you're like a domestic dog, you know, as long as you're in a good home, you get fed and you get pet and you can be goofy and
Oh, everyone loves you.
yeah.
What is Ball? What are you doing, Ball? Ball, you're drunk.
Have I talked about r/master returns? Have I talked about that
No,
one? Or it's
I-
just
it's not that I can.
this whole subreddit of just dogs flipping their shit when they can hear their owners come through the
Oh.
door.
Yeah, I've
Just tippy tapping and waggling and just like the whole body is waggling back and forth like, oh, it's almost here, it's almost here, it's almost here. Great. Or maybe like an orca, because those are really intelligent. And they're also like really like they're whales, but they're also super active and smart, playful. They're big dolphins. The orca is just a dolphin. It's part of the dolphin family.
Yeah, like porpoises and dolphins aren't quite the same thing. They're closer than whales.
All right, Ashton, what's your cool animal fact?
All
There's
polar
some-
bears are
there's-
left-handed.
there's a bug out there that I don't remember what it's called that actually has gears inside of its body.
What?
Ears? Holy shit! I need to know more about that. Wikipedia?
Working on it.
It's like I think it's like in its legs or some shit.
Yeah, and its legs. It's a
No,
common British insect called a plant hopper.
no!
It's so bad. Oh, it's getting late. My skills are betraying me.
There's like a cool like a cool X-ray or it's like really tiny, so they have to like take a electron microscope or something to get to it.
How about those water bears? Speaking of time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's gone. And she's back.
Tardigrades?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Angel, can you hear?
What about tardigrades?
We're just talking
I think
about
they're cool.
all things that are cool. Like my dick. It's a tardigrade. This team's
Guys are
killing
just-
us.
They're all just right in the right spots all the time.
Did you know that kangaroos cannot walk backwards?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You just try hard.
Or they're just drones.
And pigs cannot look up.
See, I've
They
heard
only
that
look-
one, but I've also heard that's not true.
They only look down upon other pigs.
Yeah. That's why the pigs in Animal Farm were at the top.
But, like, pig is like it's like what people refer to as it's like, what's an insult if you're a pig? What do you, it's like, oh, he's such a uncultured.
Swine. That's the insult, is they're uncultured.
There's also like hippo. That's for fat.
Yeah. I guess you could use like insect as an insult.
Yeah, insect is a convenience.
Unless you called like, imagine if somebody called you like a roly poly. You're just a roly poly. I'd be like, oh, okay, that's cute. Thank you. Because roly polies are like one of the best bugs. That and ladybugs. Or those box elder beetles, I think they're called. That they're all over the place, but they just like don't give a fuck. So you like grab one, you put it on your finger, and it's just like Bug.
There's some
Oh
other
yeah.
good,
Fox.
some other good animals you could call someone that's not really an insult. You little mongoose.
Snake. Snake's another one.
Indeed.
Insult somebody.
Yeah, oh, a snake in the grass.
Buckets. Snake.
Oh.
Brother!
Started it just before me.
Oh, nice. I think rat is gotta be one of the worst insults.
Meryl. Oh.
Nero!
Metal Gear. Ugh.
Yeah, rat. Rat is just kind of like the like dirty creatures, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed. Or the ones that are like poisonous or hurt. I don't think it's like spider. I think is a
Yeah, I
insult.
don't think so. Wasp is though, or you can be waspish.
Haven't heard
Birds are usually terms of endearment. Like songbirds.
Yeah.
Dove. Like dove.
Oh no.
Working on.
I'm
Oh, but they're
such
good.
a mongoose.
And then there's the sex ones like cougar and
Yeah.
Where did cougar
cub.
come from?
I don't know. Maybe like
Like on the prowl kind
a
of thing.
cat hunting its prey or something. But there's cub.
Indeed, and the bear.
The cub is for like so many different animals though. Or why cougar got the nod there.
Well, like I think isn't the cub the one that the cougar goes after, or the cubs go after cougars?
Cubs go after cougars.
Yeah, I think that's. It's not an explanation. It's just like that's what the slang is. I don't understand why, but
I'm just saying there's
Also
like there's plenty of animals where their children are called cubs.
yeah.
And it's just, you know, cougar got to be
Damn it.
the actual definition.
And if you think
They are
about it,
cubs.
like calling them cubs, that's like some pedophilia.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I think that's the point.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because like it's not exactly pedophilia, but the fact that they're young.
But it's
right?
it's certainly for
Yeah.
going after younger. That's certainly the like the definition of it and everything.
Yeah, it's like they're young enough to be your son or
Your cub, yeah.
yeah.
Are baby cougars called cubs? Because then that would make total sense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of animals have babies that are called cubs. Is my point.
Right. Yeah.
But they obviously they had to pick something. Oh shit. Oh shit.
They can also be called kittens.
Oh.
Oh, but they are called cubs potentially.
Yeah,
Nice.
either word works.
And they're from Chicago. Sports joke. You said the sex ones. What other sex animals are there other than cougar?
I don't know. Let's think of that.
I know praying mantis is famous for ripping the male's head off.
Yeah.
You know,
Black
whenever you get a
Widow.
woman. Oh yeah, the black widow too. So, you know, when you get women that rip heads off of their partners, that you gotta go. Oh yeah, praying mantis, right?
Yeah.
I've had a few of those. Am I right?
Right.
Oh, what the fuck?
Then you got
Oh, that's not
seahorse, where the male gives birth.
Oh yeah, and he
I've
shoots
done
him
that
out.
a few times. Am I right?
yeah, boys.
I suppose, I suppose ass is technically.
Oh, that's the most sexual. Yeah.
But just calling somebody an ass, I don't. That had to have come from Donkey before, like the butt slang.
Probably. Because it means like I think it. Hold on.
Jackass.
Yeah, it means like a stupid person, or like
Yeah.
they're doing something stupid, or maybe stubborn. Yeah, stubborn.
Stubborn like an ass.
Oh God, they have a lake.
Yeah. Yeah, we're only gonna win by 2 right now. We gotta hurry up.
Oh God. Fuck. Oh God, go in.
Oh,
Stick it in.
That's you know, she's a
Oh yeah.
she's a fox.
Trickster.
Foxy.
Oh.
What's it gonna be?
No, I was thinking of in Japan
What does
they
it
call
say?
like. In Japan, they tricky people are foxes.
And you know, she's a stone cold fox.
Tricksters.
She's also a brick house.
She is. So there's
Bam,
that
bam,
animal
bam.
as well.
Yeah. You have
Oh,
sheep.
Yeah, and sheeple.
Yeah.
I've got sheep on my avatar right now.
Wake up, sheeple. Yeah.
It's not really
Get
used
woke.
not you really using a sexy way, but
Yes.
unless you're into that kind of thing.
Holy shit.
Like that
So
joke
big.
where they're in Scotland and I don't think I'll be able to do it. Right? he's walking, and he sees a guy with a sheep that's like really fluffy, and he goes, "Hi, you need some shearing?" And he goes, "Fuck off! I ain't shearing. I ain't shearing."
Oh.
I can't do the accent. It's such a dumb joke.
Oh. Comes back to you. Karma. I blew up a guy and then I got done. I put emphasis on car there.
Karma.
Plenty of other fish in the sea.
I feel like Guppy.
That'd be something, right? Like a rookie.
Yeah.
I think I've ever heard guppy.
Yeah.
I think it's like a. I think in a naval sense. Maritime. Yeah. The maritime lingo. All those seamen.
Merry time. We'll have a day all time.
Part of the Flintstones theme song?
That's what I was singing. Yeah, I think it's gay old time, isn't it? Or it was like,
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they say? I never knew.
I think I remember like laughing at that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
I was
thought-
mishearing it.
Yeah, maybe you're making fun of the lyric and it sounded like that. Thought they did though. And it had to have been Flint. I'll hit it, please.
Having a whale of a time. Not really to describe a person though.
Yeah, that one's weird though. I don't quite like a strange idiom. Because you know, it's like the whales have to have good time. They just
I think it's like maybe because it's big. I'm having a big time.
oh, I was trying to squeeze that the other direction. I'm having a big time right now, guys. It just things are really big, you know?
Where did whales come from? I was reading about guppies.
Having a whale of a time.
Like that picture with the three orcas. Whale, whale, whale. What do we have?
So, I guess, guppy can mean a couple different things. I think most of the time it's used for like naive or gullible.
You numpty. I want to be a fly on the wall.
Okay. Good. That's this snow day match is not a good one.
It's the last match of the night, so things are it's been 4 hours of gaming too, so
I did 6 yesterday, some bro.
if your gaming lasts for more than 4 hours.
God, I was so fucking tired.
I was there for the end of it.
I
was
got wrecked.
cheering you on. not actually cheering, with bits.
Yeah.
What am I made of digital currency? There, score that shit.
Yeah. Only it passed in front of the goal. Oh, these guys are good.
Not destined to win this one.
Teammate. Teammate hasn't been very good either. Well, he's been real slow and funky.
Slow poke.
That's
That's a Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon aren't animals now, huh?
that's correct.
Fucking racist.
They're Pokemon. They're their own
Evolutionary.
EC.
Genus,
Genus.
phylum, kingdom, domain.
Class.
How far back are we going?
I guess it depends on where Pokemon diverge from.
Yeah,
Evolved.
default.
I mean, where did all the real animals in Pokemon universe go?
They were there at the beginning. There was a dog in like
Yeah.
one of the first episodes, like just regular shit dog. And then when they
Shit
rewrote
dog.
the first episode in that
Dogs
movie,
are
they
just fine, thank you very much.
not compared to Pokemon, they're not.
Yeah, our dogs don't
you-
breathe fire.
Yeah, do you want a regular dog or a breathe fire dog?
I honestly do not want my dog to breathe fire now that you bring it up.
Yeah,
It
but you
sounds like a
command it
recipe
to.
for a disaster.
You
But-
tell it when to breathe fire.
Yeah, it like obeys.
And
it obeys
what
you.
if I don't have a high enough badge and it disobeys me?
Then don't give it any commands.
Well,
So
I mean,
we're gonna have just
if
wild
you-
dogs running around breathing fire, huh? You're cool with that?
No, man. If you don't have a high enough badge, just don't level it up until you do.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, as soon as our economy becomes based entirely around Pokemon battles, then I'll start to consider taking up being a trainer.
I would do it.
I would maybe. I'm lazy.
I don't know, that would be one hell of a motivation.
Yeah. I'm lazy too, but
I mean, I would battle, but I probably wouldn't like try to be the very best.
Dun
yeah.
dun dun.
I wouldn't try to be like, you know, very best, but I would definitely do some adventuring with my Pokemans.
Maybe,
Damn it, only
especially if you had a
Pokemon Go
flying
have been
one.
good.
I know.
Oh god. I don't know if I told you guys that girl at Target that I was like, that was a nerd. And she's just like, she sees my Magikarp hat and she's like, what group are you a part of? I'm team fucking whatever the hell in Pokemon Go, and I'm like,
The wrong question. You.
I don't play Pokemon Go. Sorry.
I play the DS game. Like, oh, I didn't have those as a kid. So. Like, oh, okay. And then she like said it like twice. As if I didn't understand her the first time. Like, okay. Alright.
She just literally just repeated herself.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that sucks. And then like,
Thinks you're slow.
yeah, and then she says it again. And I'm just like, oh, okay. That sucks still.
Yeah. Doesn't change the amount of suck.
Yeah. I sympathize just as much. Boy. What a weekend. Oh, yep. Did I not have?
Can we have another useless, like, Columbus Day or some bullshit?
Thanksgiving's the...
I'm like wondering what I'm going to be doing for Thanksgiving because, you know, I used to always go to Justin's mom's place, and sometimes I would eat with my parents too. But the only like I guess family here is Justin's dad, and I don't think he likes me very much.
Oh, that sucks.
Goddamn. Oh, that was an error. That's why that fucked up.
Well,
Like-
why don't we have fucking Thanksgiving right here on this channel? Let's just have turkey emotes galore.
That'll probably just happen. Like,
Probably.
cause I'll go to my parents' house, right? But I'll be like, nope, I gotta go stream. See ya. Like next weekend, my parents are like, well, we can't get back into town until the evening. We'll have dinner in the evening. I'm like, nope, gotta stream. I'll see you guys next week. Like, okay.
God help us all if they ever find your stream.
Yeah. They won't. They won't care. Unless I like got really big, and then well, then
I would never on my life tell my parents you stream. I thought about telling people I know, like my friends, and I'm like, shit, I better not. That is. Like, I remember when you were like we were still trying to get you what is it, affiliate or whatever.
yeah.
And I thought about telling some people I know who watch people play video games. They are great candidates. Like,
Yeah.
fuck no, there's no way.
They'd hear you. They'd hear the VODs, and they'd be like, "Ooh."
Oh my god, if they found your VODs.
They're talking. They're talking about
I'd
penises
lose all
again.
my friends. All 2 of them.
That's and see that sucks because like with my friends, if they watched my thing, they'd be like, "Oh, that's him."
Yeah.
Like I have that relationship with them that for years. You know, I understand your situation. There's
Yeah, and you know, just atheist is kind of a bad word around here.
yeah.
It's like worse than coming out of the closet.
Dang.
So
We have a very mixed society, and
I have like one friend that's gay and is atheist now, but he's in Alabama, so it's like that's kind of not gonna happen anymore. Not really hanging out with him. Yeah, everyone else is still very, very much into the religion, so no way in hell I would tell them about your stream.
yep. Like if it was literally just me, you'd be like, "Hey, I have a friend that streams," and it's like I said anything stupid, and he'd be like, "Ah, well, that's that's not me."
But when I'm right there with you,
Yeah.
right in the thick of it with you, and it's partly like I feel like they would feel obligated to like unfriend me, just like to like never talk to me again if they found out. I really
Yeah.
feel like they would feel obligated, like that's the right thing to do.
Or they would have like an intervention.
Oh my god.
God.
But then they'd try to tell my parents, and it would just get even worse. Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get to be myself for 2 hours every night. And it's nice.
Me too. Ever like, I guess I'm less myself around my. Yes, I'm not as wacky, but around my parents for sure. Like if I'm around my parents,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
any topic on sex or, I just don't bring it up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a joke. It doesn't matter anything. It's just, nope.
I refuse to watch movies with my parents just in case.
Yeah, fuck.
Just in case.
Sex scene comes up and you're like, yep. People are looking at their watches.
Yeah.
It's time to get on the cell phone.
I'm not enjoying this. I swear to God.
I'm not looking even.
Yeah.
I don't even know what is this activity. I've never heard of this.
But I wouldn't like to know.
And I
Don't
also
tell
don't
me.
want to know.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I only have 22 more tiers of the Rocket Pass. Seems like we're gonna, at least I'm gonna make it. I think you're pretty close too.
Hooray. Yeah, the double XP weekend really helped. Yeah. I feel like a lot of times just people just assume that guys are perverts. It's like the thing with like if a male teacher has sex with an underage student, it's like he raped her, what a fucking asshole. And then when the genders are reversed, it's like, ah, he got him some.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
champ.
Yeah, so it's just like they just it's you're always like really careful about those kind of jokes with the normies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause they might think that you're actually fucking weirdo obsessed.
Yeah, there's a lot of things really like you have to assume, you have to know where somebody's position is on a lot of things. And our position on a lot of things is we pretty much know our like what's right and wrong and stuff like that. We're not like fucked up people, and so when we make a joke about fucked up shit, it's
Yeah.
clearly a joke. So,
Yeah.
but with other people, you can't make certain jokes, or else they're like, God, is he? Oh,
Mhm.
Of course,
Like I was laying the sarcasm on so thick. How did you not pick up on that?
yeah. Yeah, I kind of refrain from those jokes at work. For one, a lot of jokes like that are
it's
inappropriate.
a good idea.
But later, Mike. Have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh shit, someone was listening.
It was fun playing Monster Hunter. No, it's just Mike.
Yeah.
Fun playing Monster Hunter. We'll do it again sometime. We don't play it till Tuesday. The calculus. About that time to go to.
Yeah. I wish thee all a hearty good noodle.
Good noodle.
You too.
Bye bye.
And love you, Angel. Bye.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
And bye, stream. Love you, stream. Bye.